Hello and welcome. So how World of Warcraft works on an SSD? I have 125 gigabytes Kingston SATA 3, and it was an upgrade from a normal hard disk which has 1 terabyte. So there are a few videos on YouTube showing comparison between how WoW works from different hard drives, from an SSD and from a classic hard disk. But in this video, I'm gonna show you how it just works from an SSD and explain a bit. So the loading screen. It's much faster, but what's interesting is that the characters and the textures are loading almost instantly from the SSD. If I load from the hard disk, it will take a few seconds for players to show up, and also the textures will look faded at first. This is the best example for the garrison, which has more textures than Stormwind, and you will see that it just they will load almost instantly. So in 1-2 seconds there you can just play. Another thing that I've noticed is that you get some spikes at but when you click the missions, the ones that have already completed, if you click on one, you'll get like a spike for a few seconds, but it's not the case with if you run from an SSD. Overall, you'll feel a frame rate improvement. I've noticed in PvP where you really need a good frame rate, so everything will move really smooth, and yeah, you just need great conditions in order to play. Besides this, yeah, overall the game will run better, and it's a much better experience than if you play on a normal hard disk. My SSD costed just 22 euros because I got it from a Black Friday deal, but and it's the cheapest one. If you want to buy one, you should get one with at least 125 gigabytes, because this space is not really enough to install everything, Windows programs, and also to put there some games. I have like 50 gigabytes of free space right now with WoW installed and everything else, but yeah, it's not enough. If you will add 1 or 2 more games, the space will be really low. Right, so yeah, this is the Kingston SATA 3. You can get this one, I think is the cheapest SSD on any online store. If you have more money, you can buy an Intel, and even one that has 254 gigabytes disk space. What else? Yeah, besides WoW, I tested Hearthstone, and you know, those spikes, lag spikes that happen when you find an opponent, or maybe when card has an interesting animation. You don't get that thing in if you run the game from an SSD. So yeah, it's a great investment. Right, so I'm gonna show also for Northrend the loading screen. As you see, it's almost instant. Right, if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll try to reply. And see you on the next video.